And we are back with another episode of SomethingGate. It's been a weird year and a half, 2 years, 3 years, however long you want to call it. But I am Jared Sampson, followed and partnered by my buddy,
Steve Barlow.
And today we are joined by...
Hey everybody, what's going on? I'm Jill Shutter in Jared and Blair's Kitchen, and welcome to Hot Ones Midwest Edition on Sigma Delta TV, with hot questions and even hotter wings. And today I'm joined by Jared Sampson and Steve Barda. Jared has won 4 boots from Turbo Cup Championship, is the only pledge mom to ever win Best Active in Sigma Delta, and is a blueberry pie eating contest from his church youth group.
That is
Welcome,
correct.
Jared.
Thank you very much. Happy to be here.
Steve has been a referee for Turbo Cup Championships, winner of the Whiskey River Champion 17 times, and was the upside-down Mario Galaxy champion of the universe. Other facts about Steve that I'm told are 100% true include that he is the inventor of the paper straw, has a centipede farm, he's been electrocuted 35 times, and he once fought a giraffe and lost.
That is not true. It was a big giraffe.
Those are facts.
Jared and Steve, welcome to the show.
Happy to be here. Thanks for having us. I'm glad you could make the trip down. And
Of course. Now, how are you with hot foods?
I'm pretty good with hot foods. Done the Blazing Challenge a couple times with no real issue. I always found that it was more the temperature of the wing than it was the sauce, even though that sauce is garbage and it's hot. So I think I'll be okay, like once you get at least through the halfway point, and then it's going to get kind of sketchy down here, but I think it'll be okay. I think we'll be good.
I love spicy food as long as there's a point to it. When we get into the pure pain territory, who knows what it's going to do, but yeah, I do all right. I know I'm going to turn red. I know I'm going to sweat. Don't worry, I'll be fine.
Wonderful. Well, our first runner-up here is the Hot Ones Classic Hot Sauce. After sampling many of the world's best peppers, we decided to go with the Chili de Arbol, prized for its complex, fresh flavors. It's got a Scoville level of 1,800. So go ahead, guys, get your first wing. How are we doing?
Oh, it's good flavor.
Great. So you've done other hot sauce challenges, including the Buffalo Wild Wings Blazing Challenge, which you just mentioned, and you've both been wanting to do the Hot Ones Hot Sauce Challenge for a long time. What was your first memory with eating hot sauce, and what keeps you coming back for more?
My first memory is actually at the Lewis University cafeteria when I would have breakfast before flight lab. Their hash browns, potatoes, were absolutely terrible, so they had to be bathed in Tabasco sauce to be palatable.
Yeah, for me growing up, my family didn't eat a lot of hot stuff, but I always wanted to try more and more. So whenever I found opportunities to try like a challenge or like, oh, this is the hottest thing you can get, my parents would never let me really do it. So when I got older, I jumped into it and just loved doing it. I'm in no way like a pepper fiend or anything like that. Like I don't go around looking for things. But when I see something out of me, it's like, oh, the hottest thing and it's a challenge, I'm in. So I like the challenge. It's always what it's been for me.
Really going for it. All right. How you guys feeling?
Oh yeah, that was
Ready for number 2?
Very tasty.
All day, yeah. I would put that on anything.
Yeah, that's going to be a staple. I would put that as a staple in my fridge.
Awesome.
Sure. That's good.
Well, next up, we have the Hot and Saucy Garlic Peppercini.
Yeah.
Hailing from Harlem, Hot and Saucy takes the iconic tang of Italian pepperoni and balances it with savory garlic and sweet honey. It's got a Scoville of 3,900.
Nice. This is one I wanted to try big time when I was watching the episodes. Oh, that works. Got a real good sweet flavor.
Yeah, I would save that for later.
Awesome. All right. So, our next question here is a submission. If you had a time machine and could go stop any historical event, what would it be? Caveat, it cannot be killing Hitler. He's been killed enough by this question.
Wow. Go back. It's not anything in history. I'm gonna go with going back and wow, that's a rough one. You know what? The entrance of the United States into the Vietnam War. So,
And why?
It just was a shit show.
Great.
Wasn't? I mean, there was a lot of things happened. A lot of people, heroes, and everything came out of it. And it was a bad situation for everybody on all sides. But I think that's when we could just kind of hopefully erase from our record book and hopefully everybody else comes out on the better side of it.
What about you, Steve?
I would go back in time to World War II era and not imprison our Japanese population in internment camps.
Yeah.
Because that was pretty
answer.
bogus.
Yeah, it's a really good answer there.
Mm-hmm.
Great job, guys.
Thank
All
you.
right. Next up, Mark Barbados style hot sauce. The first taste is all fresh peppers with a hint of sweetness, but then comes the sharpness of the mustard to pick up that lingering heat. We got a Scoville level of 15,500.
Got my first flat.
Got it twisted?
There, yeah. Oh.
Get them twisted?
Mhm.
Yeah. How we doing?
Oh, good.
Doing good?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
A little mustardy for my personal taste, but good.
Good little bite to it, though. Nice little right off the front.
Well, we're on to our third wing here. What is the most embarrassing moment that you're willing to share with us today? This one was also a submission, and I'm told you better tell the truth because they have footage.
Oh, please, you go first. I went first last time. This is all you.
My most embarrassing moment, aside from my many Turbo Cup losses, would have to be probably an hour from now or so when this is done. I don't, in my adult life, I don't have too many things that I'm embarrassed about. I try and make each decision logically.
Come on, you gotta give us something.
I mean, probably RSE when we pledged.
Yeah.
That went off the rails pretty quick.
Yep.
We can't disclose too much of that, but yeah.
I mean, if it's what the person was thinking, that might get away with it.
For those that don't know, there was another challenge put forward that none of us backed down from. So here we are again.
Yeah. We found ourselves with less clothing than we're wearing now, running across Lewis's campus, and it was a good time.
I do love swimsuits.
Yep. Yeah, we go with that.
I mean, does someone have that on video? 'Cause I'd like to see that.
I would say that my most embarrassing moment is like how often I could actually potentially shark myself. Like it happens, and I have lost as an adult man, like post 18. There have been too many pairs of underwear lost to farts you shouldn't trust. So it's a PSA. Never trust a fart.
Never trust a fart.
Never trust a fart.
Thank you for that PSA. It was really informative and entertaining. So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Alrighty.
There's probably not footage of that, I hope.
I really
God,
hope
no.
there's no footage of that.
No.
On to number 4. Hell's Fire Devil's Blend. This time they're back with toned down heat but dialed up flavor thanks to fire roasted jalapenos, tomatillos, Granny Smith apples, and a healthy portion of scallions. Our Scoville level on this one is 42,000. So those few first through the Scoville really rises kind of quickly.
Yeah, kind of goes low and then boop, comes right up.
Goes right up there. All right, gentlemen. If you could make anything a law, what would it be and why?
Okay.
Let's say state law.
Yeah, state law.
State law.
It is a requirement. You have to be nice to everybody. You have to be nice to each other, right? It takes no effort. It takes nothing away from you, and it makes everybody else's day better. And if you're caught being like an asshole to somebody, you get some sort of like ticky-tacky punishment. Not gonna throw you in jail or anything, but it would be like some sort of like $10 or $50
Just get a
monetary.
tattoo under your eye. Once you get too many of them, then you get.
Like maybe you get demerits or like you get like a 10 punch card or something, right? And then after your 10th offense, you get a real
Straight to jail.
Yeah, you get a
Straight to jail.
one day. Like not overnight though. You just got to spend one day in jail, and it can't be a work day because you can't get out of work because that'd be too easy. So you have to be nice to people. You have to be nice to everybody.
Use your turn signals.
Ooh. But what if they're out of the blinker fluid?
sure that is a law.
Oh my gosh, is it? You wouldn't know.
Excellent.
Yes. But, blinker fluid you can get literally anywhere, so you should never be out of it.
And if you're ever out, I have a whole garage full of it. Let me know. I'll be happy to supply it.
All right. Those are your answers. We're ready for 5?
I am.
Absolutely.
So you've both told me right after 5 is where things are a little iffy for you. So let's see how you handle 5.
Yeah, that's right here, right?
Yeah, with our Los Calientes Rojo in this kicked-up
Nice.
edition of Los Calientes, Applewood smoked red jalapenos lend sweetness, will add its citrus and an extra handful of habanero up the heat factor. A unique mix of herbs and tart apricot give the sauce its signature flavor. We're at a Scoville level of 49,000.
This is going to be fun for me because my least favorite of all the peppers, like flavor-wise, is habanero. Like, I freaking hate habaneros. Like, I don't mind the heat, like, but ugh.
And of course, you both know, at Wing 5, that leaves us to the recurring segment on our show of Explain That Graham, where we do a deep dive on our guest social media and pull interesting pictures that need more context.
Okay. Did you actually do that?
Of course she did. She came correct, Jared. Like, yes.
Jared, I'm going to go ahead and let you go first, if you could explain that, Graham.
Yeah, I'm a walrus. So,
I think my folks were over at the time at the house, and we were just messing around. Maybe had a few drinks and everything, having a good time. And we had 2 of those long candlesticks
Candlesticks?
sticking out. And I thought to myself in my head, I'm like, I wonder if I could fit one of those in my mouth and like hold on to it with my lip. Good news, I can hold 2. I found that out that night.
Excellent, excellent. So, fun fact, that is actually not a picture of me. That is my brother. You can
Oh,
tell.
sorry.
You can tell because his chain has the 1 long link followed by 3 smaller links, and mine is all small links. My chain. You can also see that his pager is blue and mine is clear.
I'm assuming a
That's
picture
okay.
very similar exists.
We did have very similar hairstyles back when I was half the man that I was. We looked very similar when we dressed alike. So, yep.
Did you ever have the
I
texting
came
thing?
prepared with backup.
Ooh.
That is my first Das Boot that I ever drank. That is at Moose Jaw Cafe in Baraboo Hills.
I never got to go to that.
I never
That
went
was
there.
also the year after my back surgery.
And you can see he's got the proper boot form and everything too, getting ready to spin it so he doesn't get the bubble. That's pro move right there.
I got one more for you guys.
Uh-oh.
Good job on the backup. That was...
Oh, yeah. I had extra.
Jeremy wrote, I am a walrus. Erica Barna says, I was going to say that's Ken, LOL.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
Awesome.
Also, Claire approved that one, too.
That was Amanda and Matt's wedding.
Yes, it was. That was a great time. What a blast. I mean, what else is to say?
There might have been alcohol involved. I mean, we're not big drinkers, so anytime we're at a wedding, there's always a chance for some kind of shenanigans.
Usually best behavior, though.
Of course.
I mean, maybe
you're
table
at
wine.
You're at a wedding. Like any place with an open bar, Sigma Delta treats with the utmost respect
Absolutely.
and decorum.
100%.
Great.
I did think you're actually going to pull pictures for me. That's awesome.
Oh, I printed them, so don't worry. So you can keep that one. And then there's your brother. And then if you guys just want to share that one for later.
I forgot that this picture also is me repping my Lewis University alumni shirt. Doing the college proud. Everybody doing the university proud.
All right, guys, we're moving on to 6. You ready for this? This is
Yeah.
where you're not so sure.
Yep.
High River Sauce, Tears of the Sun Private Reserve. A sunshiny mix of mangoes, papaya, peaches, and pineapple blends perfectly with the bright citrusy notes of peach, ghost, scorpion peppers, which give this sauce its instant building heat. We are working with a Scoville level of 69,000.
Nice.
Nice.
So this one seems like it has way too much going on.
All right. So the two of you have been friends for upwards of 20 years. Jared,
Jesus, yeah.
Tell me 3 things about Steve. No, sorry. Tell me 3 things Steve is better at than you. And Steve, the same for you about Jared.
Steve is better at Marvel vs. Capcom 3 than I am. He's better at fixing cars than I am. And he's a better driver than I am.
That last one doesn't surprise me.
Okay, Jared is a better tank and raid leader than I am. He is a much better Turbo Cups player than I am. And he is a much better boss than I am.
Oh.
Aww.
Love you, brother.
How did you guys handle 6? You were worried about
Heat's
6.
there.
It's starting to build.
Yeah, heat's there.
The citrus really cuts it.
Yeah, it does.
It's absolutely, that's great. I would put that on pizza or something else for a little extra kick.
I'll tell you right now, like so far, all of these sauces that we've eaten, every one of those has a place in the kitchen. Like there's a spot for those all to live somewhere. So that's what I like about hot sauce most. When you can find something that's got the flavor and the heat, and these all have that.
Yeah,
so.
this one's building a bit more. It's sticking around,
Yeah.
but we're not at pain level yet.
No.
So this
No.
is absolutely tasty.
Awesome.
Yeah, for comparison, like if you're a Buffalo Wild Wings type person that goes there a lot, this is probably on the same level as like the heat of like a spicy garlic.
I was going to say Caribbean jerk is right around here too.
like right around there.
Great, so we're not at any level that they can't handle.
Nope, not yet. But there's 4 more.
Let's get
There's
there.
nothing we can't handle.
Next up, Torchbearer, Honey Badger, Honey Mustard. The crew at Torchbearer know how to up the heat without sacrificing flavor. And this sauce's potent mix of scorpion peppers and Carolina Reapers combined with honey and mustard is all the proof you'll need. We've got a Scoville level of 99,000.
Nice. How far did you get so far, Connor? Would you?
Finished them all. Not
Did you?
even a piece of spice.
Okay.
I mean, it was there, but it's not like I was fine.
Okay, good, man.
We also
Even
have
after
Connor
this-
in the background trying some
Hello.
wings.
Yep.
Even after this, I would probably even go to 5 or 6.
Okay, well maybe we can do that after.
Yeah.
See how it goes. All right.
That's good.
I feel like Claire didn't put enough on these for you guys.
You poured the whole side
She,
of it.
she put too much on his Apollo.
That's good.
All right.
Like that reminds me of Tabasco Scorpion,
Yeah.
which is only 50,000 on the Scoville scale. So I'm thinking the Scoville scale is not a real. Well-defined
He
or
would agree
accurate.
with you. He thinks we should use your face redness to indicate how spicy it is.
It's getting there. I can feel it.
Yeah, this one's no joke. This one's there.
So I have 2 questions for you because they're both a little personalized.
Oh boy.
Steve, I'm going to have you go first.
All right.
You have a deep interest in photography. You've done many photo shoots over the years of family, friends, events, and even wildlife. What is your favorite photo shoot you did and why?
That would be when I went to Wolf Park, which was something that I wanted to do for many years, and it was a gift from my brother and sister-in-law. So thank you very much for that, Ken and Erica. And Wolf Park is a wildlife preserve that is in Battle Creek, Indiana, near Lafayette. And it is a sanctuary where they keep a group of socialized wolves. And part of the experience is that you go into the enclosure with the wolves and photograph them. And it was a great test of my skill because I haven't shot in a while when I did that. And it was awesome to be near those animals because I've always loved canines and dogs have always loved me. And it was cool to see like the next level. Like I've known some big dogs. I had a German Shepherd growing up. I had a Labrador when I was in high school. My brother's got a Great Dane that's huge. But there is nothing like a gray wolf trotting up to you and smelling you to see if you have a treat or not.
I remember those photos. They were beautiful.
I love those photos, and my favorite part of that day was I was taking photos of one of the wolves that was lying down, and the others were off on another part of the enclosure. And her sister came up and checked me out, and it's all supervised, obviously. And the handler that was there was like, "You're fine, don't get up," because I was on one knee taking pictures of this other wolf. And the wolf came up, sniffed my camera, sniffed my hands, sniffed my face, and then just licked me. And it was like a cartoon. Like its tongue was so long, it was just like bleh, up your entire face. And I was just like, I've been approved. So it was a great experience. Anybody who wants to donate to a wildlife preserve, wolfpark.org.
Carol, on your eyes.
Yep.
Seem to be tearing up a bit.
was a great memory. It's not the heat.
And Jared,
Yes.
you've got an extensive collection of guitars
I
and
do.
a love for music. What is your favorite song to play, and in what setting do you enjoy playing out your musical finesse?
I'm gonna answer your question in reverse. My favorite place to play and favorite setting to play in is with my uncles and family, and just playing either a barn party or just jamming together and having a good time. My dad, my cousins, my uncles, it's a blast. And we got some other people in the family now, like Molly plays, so like it's not just limited to the guys. Everybody can get in the music thing, and music's been a big thing for my family. So playing that family music setting is my favorite. My favorite song, which I think is my best song that I can play, is Whiskey in the Jar. Because that's one, I don't care if I'm stone cold sober or 12 beers deep, I can grab that song, play it, and rock it out. And my dad has learned how to play the lead to it. I got a couple other friends that play the lead to it, and everybody enjoys it. So that's probably my favorite song.
And we just found out 12 is where Jared is drunk. Yeah.
I was 14 the first time.
Depends on the day.
No, 12 beers.
I know.
Alrighty. Thanks, guys. That was real personal and intimate, and I really
Yeah.
appreciate that.
I was right though. This is the part where it's starting to hang around.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah,
there.
I got the sweat going.
Great flavor, but yeah,
Yeah.
it keeps going even after the wind is gone.
Uh-huh.
Are you ready for the next one?
Absolutely.
Do you know what the next one is?
That's going to be the bomb insanity.
Oh.
This
It
not
is.
beyond insanity,
Kaboom!
This is the bomb evolution.
It is generally DeBomb Beyond Insanity, but the one that they have sent us is DeBomb Evolution. Oh, that's over here.
Oh,
Sorry.
please. So you've so far gone nothing to drink either, right?
That is correct.
Yeah, so far, 7 to 10 down, no drinks. It's pretty good.
DeBomb has stuck around on Hot Ones for years and years, but the one that they have sent us is DeBomb Evolution. This fresh take on the hotly hyped original packs much of the same heat, but with loads of flavor. Fiery reds, super hot scorpion peppers are balanced with hearty spices like paprika, turmeric, as well as sugar, garlic, and lemon for a sauce that stops you in its tracks as much for its savory flavor as its heat.
Warning, keep out of reach of children.
I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed we're not going to taste the gunshot wound that Nick Simon said we were going to eat, but I'm kind of excited that it's not that too.
Like, are we pioneers?
Yeah, we could be. Could be.
I am thinking the Scoville level on this one is somewhere around 135,600.
To be almost precise, we'll see.
Bitter. Very bitter.
I like it.
Sadist.
Oh,
Pulling out the sweat
I
rag.
told you.
All right. So we talked about how you've been friends.
Ken says, now rub your eyes.
No.
No.
Rub your eyes if you want to come out.
So we've talked about how you've been friends for 20 years. But what people may not know is that you met in college while pledging the Greek co-ed organization Sigma Delta. What is a stereotype of college frats that is unfair or untrue from your perspective?
Okay. We didn't actually meet in Sigma Delta. We met before Sigma Delta. We met freshman year in the commuter student lounge because I would be killing time before I would go to work. And there was a big TV in one room off in the bottom of the student union Flyers Den kind of fast food restaurant that they had on campus. And we would hang out and watch Tsunami.
Yep. Usually Dragon Ball Z. But the stereotype that I think is most prevalent is that everybody's a bro or like a sorority brat. Like I found that my time in Sigma Delta was finding a new sense of community and family. And I think that that's the whole drive and purpose of most of those organizations. You're always going to have outliers and bad ones. But these organizations come together to, do charity work, do things for their community, and give students that are, away from home a place to really have a sense of community and family. So everybody's not just getting hammered every night, having parties all the time. That's a part of it, but it's not the main focus of it. So that'd probably be the main thing.
Yeah, most of your stereotypical depictions is, you can sub out any of those characters for any of the other ones. Sigma Delta's strength has always been in our individuality,
Yep.
our diversity, and we've said many times on our podcast and throughout the years, you, me, Claire, Kate, Jeremy, Brian, Tim, we probably wouldn't have stayed friends or even met each other had we not all come to that organization and come from a lot of different places.
Yep.
So, anybody who, sees our tattoos or anything like that and thinks, oh, they're just frat guys, take your picture of John Belushi and like invert it, and then you pretty much have Sigma Delta.
Right.
Except for Jonah.
He didn't.
Love you,
Just had a
Jonah.
little tickle in his throat. Sorry.
I got a tickle in my throat right now. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Getting hotter for you?
Oh yeah.
That's hot and
Yep.
it's gross,
Yep.
but you ain't got nothing hot.
I'm glad I pulled off some of the paper towels for you. Great.
That's because they're there that I'm using them. If they
Love
weren't
it.
there, I couldn't use them.
I'm gonna go ahead and use it on one. Yeah. Uh huh. Yep. Continue.
So we're at number 9 right now.
Mhm.
This is Hot Ones, Eye of the Scorpion. Originating on the island of Trinidad, scorpion peppers are some of the hottest chili peppers in the world. Eye of the Scorpion blends these scorchers with garlic for savory notes, as well as scorpion pepper powder to deadly a sauce that's deadly hot, but also highlights the pepper's floral flavor. Be careful around your eyes. Scoville level, 676,000.
This will be the hottest thing I've ever eaten. So.
Well, not at the end.
If I take one more
Right,
step,
so far.
it'll be the furthest I've been from the Shire.
So far.
There are some flowery notes to it. It's not bad. Nope, there it comes.
Building on you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of creeps up.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Ooh.
Yellow.
Ready for some questions?
Yeah.
It's so good when it hits your lips, except it's not.
So now we're going to bust out the bucket of BFF questions.
Oh,
They
boy.
were all crowdsourced. I want you both to reach in and grab one or grab 2 or 3 for you both to answer. You can ask them to each other. You can answer them yourselves.
Jenny says, let's see that bald head sweat. Jeremy just says, well.
We'll keep the rest of them and we'll answer them after they're all done.
Ooh, that's stinging.
You got
Yeah.
you got 2, you got 3, you
I
go
got three.
first.
Yep. All right. Oh, if you were given a 1-minute time slot during the Super Bowl, how would you fill it?
Gosh, with advertisements for the White Sox.
Yeah.
Do you think you're more likely to meet a ghost or an alien?
Alien ghosts aren't real.
You go.
Are you more of a Dolly Parton or a Guy Fieri?
Thank you for saying his name right.
I mean, in what sense? I don't have the food acumen of Guy Fieri, but I can't sing like Dolly Parton, so...
That question was from Summer, if that helps.
Okay, I guess I have more in common with Guy Fieri.
Great.
I would agree.
Steve.
What would your walkout song be if you were in a major sport?
The song All I Do Is Win.
Great.
Yep.
Last one.
Cocky by Kid Rock.
There you go.
Oh yeah, you could answer either one.
Oh boy. I
Okay.
poured this on accident.
Just tear some shit up.
I got it. If you could have any infinity stone, which one and what would you use it for?
Oh, I'm glad you got that one. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's see. Space, because I would like to just be able to blink somewhere and be gone.
Awesome.
I tend to agree. The time stone kind of goes.
Yeah, but I am not as big of a time travel fan as everybody else. I go back like 10 minutes and have a drink of milk before I do.
Good news, the gelato was delivered.
Awesome.
That's awesome. All right, guys.
Peanut butter.
I can't wait to drink my beer after this.
Fine.
As you all know, the last dab, Apollo. The Last Dab Apollo is the only sauce in the world made with Apollo pepper. This sauce is made from only from the Apollo pepper and has very little vinegar. The pepper takes 3 forms in this sauce: fresh peppers, dried peppers, and distilled pepper oil, made using CO2 extraction, similar to how the highest quality essential oils are made. The Scoville level is to be determined, or...
Well, last episode said 2 million plus.
So a tradition on Hot Ones, it's called the last dab because it's tradition to add a little dab to your last wing.
While you're dabbing away, Nick Prohl says, I heard if they kiss, the heat goes away.
It's true.
Ken agrees with, yes, kiss.
Kiss. Kiss.
Also, Heather says hi. And Summer says hi.
Hi. Thanks everybody for watching.
Hi.
I got this. All right, let's set it down. I'll get the lid on. All right, let's
Gonna cheers it?
Let's make the wings kiss.
It was good meeting you.
Okay, Steve and Jared. Here we are at the end of the line, and you know what that means.
10 chicken wings up.
It
10
is.
chicken wings down.
It is. It. At the end of the line, there's generally a challenge for the last time. So that means, guys, it's time for a challenge. Jared and Steve, I challenge you. Please. Keep it in frame. Keep it in frame.
Yeah.
Let's bring this here.
This one is Jill, because her name's not on it. I didn't have a Jill cup.
Is mine milk?
Here's a party card. And here's an Almond Joy upside down
Hell yeah.
for good luck.
Claire, oh,
Make sure we're in frame for us.
are we in frame?
Yes,
Don't stand the carpet.
Yeah. Well,
Mitch can't do it. He doesn't know what he's doing. Claire, can I get a...
Yep, absolutely. All right, ready? Lean. Chug. Oh, Stephen Michael Barta.
Oh, it's spreading the heat.
come on, 30 flip. Jesus. Killing me.
Ken says, go Jill. Yay.
Woo.
All right, sit back down.
Oh.
Steve, and
Oh.
I'm sitting on my papers. Excuse me.
That spread the heat everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Look at you, Steve and Jared, all the way through the Hot Ones Gauntlet. All that's left to do is roll out the red carpet for you and let the people know what you got going on. This camera, this camera, this camera.
The one camera that we have.
What'd you just do, man? Talk about that.
We just did St. Baldrick's last weekend, a charity that I've supported for many years alongside many great people. So we've raised almost $20,000 this year alone
Careful on the ice.
to help kids fight cancer. So thank you everybody for your support during that, and participate next year if you'd like.
All right. I don't really have a lot of stuff going on in my fun time because of 2020, but I'm gonna be doing a lot of yard work around the house this summer. If anybody wants to come over and help, and I will donate $1 for every like we get for this video for the next week. So share it around. I will donate $1 through matching funds along to St. Baldrick's for this. Jenny, thanks for being on. And if you guys have any extra money laying around, St. Baldrick's is a great charity.
That's fantastic. I don't have a lot going on, but I will say, go get vaccinated when you can, and stay safe until you can. Wear a mask. Yeah.
Thanks, Jill. Appreciate you coming down.
Great job on the questions and the deep dives. Excellent.
My last question. How you guys feeling?
It hurts.
That hurts. Yeah, I was okay. I was okay until chugging the beer, man.
Yeah.
He won that. He beat Jared on that. I just want to.
Well, I mean, it's happened before. That's why he's the sidekick on the podcast.
That's actually accurate, so that's okay. I've lost my superhero rights to sidekick because I lost the challenge.
If you want to stick around, I do have a few more questions in the bowl if you wanted to answer them.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
I'm gonna.
But I'm gonna drink now.
Yeah.
I got my beer.
They're gonna drink their milk and their water and their beer. Beer.
They suggested you should have done the beer challenge with hot sauce in the beer.
No.
Jenny's requesting that you don't vomit on camera, which I agree with.
problem.
And Erica says, good luck later tonight.
I'm more worried about tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
And Nick says you should touch your eyes. And for those concerned about the portrait, you can't do Facebook Live horizontal.
Yeah, we tried.
Sorry.
And then the book face didn't let us.
No.
And that's why they're sitting so close to me. It smelled terrible.
Oh, God.
The wings,
Oh.
not us.
So, everybody, I want to say that all of these questions, and I'm really excited that you want to answer the rest of them. Every question that was sent to me, I did include either in the actual interview or in the bowl. So if you didn't see your question pop up, you're about to. Even
Thanks,
the
everybody.
ridiculous ones.
Thanks, everybody, for participating. We appreciate it on the podcast. And y'all coming back out again this time to give her questions for this was awesome, so thank you.
So this was actually my favorite question that was submitted.
Oh, great.
And this is for both of you. Who is your favorite person, and why is it Jeremy Brzezicki?
Well, I mean, ever since we lost Jerome, Jeremy's just kind of the last option. So,
Yeah.
like, what can you do?
I mean, I don't see why you'd want a skinny bear when you can get a fat bear. So I figured,
like,
yeah.
you know, if you need somebody to almost die in a camping tent that's flooded, or if you need somebody to, you know,
Break their ankle walking.
or you know, playing football.
Yeah.
If you
I
need,
respect you, Mr. President.
if you need somebody to, you know, use their hot tub, like Jeremy's always there.
You have a hot tub.
I do now. Jeremy, stay out of my hot tub.
All right, what is your favorite hot sauce? It does not have to be one of these.
It's Chipotle smoked Tabasco.
My normal go-to when I'm doing wings is actually I'm a big fan of the classic Buffalo Wild Wings right now. It's a solid. It's got heat, buttery. It's delicious. I really dig it. Real good. By the way, general hot sauce flavors. I think one of these is going to find their way into my favorite hot sauce because like these.
Yeah, those
Everything from here.
Those first 6 really tasty.
Yeah.
7 had a little
Yep.
too much heat to really do on kind of like a casual basis, but
Yeah.
none of them were bad.
No, they were
I
good.
didn't like the bomb. The bomb was too bitter and smoky for me, but
My least favorite was this one. Like the Apollo. Like don't get me wrong, Apollo was hot, but it didn't have a. It was well put together, just fire. You know, it wasn't like gross fire.
I feel like you guys are really struggling, and the thing that I'm struggling with right now is that I haven't chugged a beer in like 3-4 years, and that was really hard for me.
I played Turbo Cups last night and lost the first one to Katie Kersey, and then won the second one to Katie Kersey.
And you didn't invite me?
Well,
No, I opened this morning. That was a stupid question.
you're not part of the Warcraft Cool Club, so
Those first 4 were amazing. I could see myself chugging those if I had to.
If you could pick any dream job, what would it be?
ooh, dream job.
Can you give me my
I would.
Oh, I love you so much.
I would
Vanilla
find a band or two and just tour with them and be their photographer, publicist.
Like, you do anything and you make money off of it.
Yeah.
Is that helping?
Oh yeah, yeah. It kicks it out right now. I would be the front man of the band that he's photographing.
Fantastic.
I've tried to make that happen on 6 non-consecutive occasions.
What do you consider to be your own personal Scoville rating? So, like, not what you can handle, but like if you were a hot sauce, what would your Scoville rating be?
73.
Ooh, I would
Just
say.
solid 73.
2.
I would say I am. I'm like, you know, I'd say I'm probably like, you know, 90,000 ish, like over there, like, you know, better than middle.
For those
But
of
not
you
the
who
best.
don't know, Jared, modesty is one of his top 5
Yeah.
qualities.
It's my best quality because I'm the best.
You are the most humblest.
I am the most
The
humble,
most humblest.
bar none.
If you could launch any one person into the sun, who would it be and why?
Ooh, they want only one person into the sun.
I mean, that's a lot of money to get something off the planet and into the sun.
But let's just say you could like yeet them up there, like if you were Superman.
Eat them up there?
Yeah, just like whoop, gone.
I mean, like, I don't really dislike any of the people who are watching this. So
I know. I would probably have to throw. Ooh, man, that's a tough question. If I can throw anybody in solid, I'm not a big fan of just wanton murder. You know what? I just because I don't like the dude, Kim Jong Un. Like it's too sketchy.
I was gonna say Brock Turner.
That works too. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, there's plenty of scumbags who deserve to not be on.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. Is this the last one?
What is the better? I have one more after this, but
Ooh.
what is the better? Which is the better franchise, Star Wars or Star Trek? Discuss.
I'm probably gonna say Star Wars, just because there's so much more to it, and you can debate the prequel trilogy and the original trilogy and the sequel trilogy, but Star Trek is infamous for being like what every other movie is good.
Effectively.
And not being a huge Star Trek fan, I'm gonna lean towards Star Wars anyway.
Yeah, I would say franchise-wise, especially now, like getting into this time of our life when we have more than just 3 movies.
Mm-hmm.
We have a bigger canon to go with. I think the better franchise, like overall, is Star Wars. But Star Trek had such a special place in my heart when I was a kid growing up watching Next Generation. Then when DS9 came out, like I spent a lot more time watching Star Trek than I have Star Wars. But I think the entire overarching mythos and potential history of Star Trek really is awesome, and the fact that it's like only a few hundred years away technically.
Right, and it's like Star Wars they're both considered like sci-fi, but Star Wars is much more fantasy, and Star Trek is almost more science fiction. So they're as far as 2 series go, it's not apples to apples really.
No.
Star Trek is a lot more political.
Yep.
Like Star Wars is a lot more black and white because you have the good guys and the bad guys.
Right.
And I think Star Trek is a bit deeper in that sense.
This has been our TED Talk.
Wait.
But Star Wars has a much better score.
Those are the ones that I put out. I have a few more that I didn't get into the thing.
I'm in. Let's do it.
So the first question, I'm gonna put in quotes that I got. So thank you for reaching out. It's a little bit different, but I knew that you guys going into it didn't want any relief from your wings, and so it didn't particularly apply, and so I didn't use it. But
Okay.
Jeff said, tell us a joke, a story joke, and no food or beverage relief until the punchline. So he wants you to tell him a joke, a story joke.
There once was a man from Nant. Oh wait, I can't do that one.
No. I don't have a story joke, but I have a go-to joke. What is the difference between a chickpea and a lima bean?
I'm gonna say
Never
the
had a
pea.
lima bean on your
You get
face.
garbanzo bean?
Oh. No.
I think since I got the punchline, I don't have to come up with one on the spot.
Okay.
I'm bad at story jokes. I always screw them up. I really do. I don't have the attention span to tell a full story, to remember a full story joke.
That's fine. That was Jeff's question, and I wanted to make sure I asked it.
Yeah. There you go.
These were from somebody that I sleep with. If you want to pick up
Is
a
it
woman, if you want to pick up a woman at a bar and had to describe your job in the most interesting way, how would you spin it?
I help people see
See what?
everything.
I take 2 sides of an aisle and I really bring people together. And then I just like buy drinks and stuff for the rest of the night, and then like wow her with my charm.
You're just.
I feel like what you're doing, you keep doing this, so you're just fondling with boobs.
No, God, no! I do this in my own.
No, like, that's what you're doing.
My own personal space. Own personal space.
Yeah, I mean, the better way to phrase that question is, how do you pick up a chick at the bar? You throw her over your shoulder.
With a dolly.
Great.
Dolly and a ratchet strap.
You do not have to answer this one because I understand that there may be people watching that you don't want to know the answer to this.
These are fun. These are my favorite kind of questions.
If you had to select a fruit or vegetable to describe the shape of your penis, Which would you choose? It's from my fiance. He asked that question. He's over there. I'm marrying him.
Persian cucumber.
What does Persian cucumber look like? Now I have to look it up.
I know you want the wings.
I don't know who you picked them.
No answer. That's all I got. Are there any questions coming in from the live feed?
Oh, good question there.
Send your questions in. We'd love to ask.
They might not get answered, but you can ask.
Also, I'd like to point out the Persian cucumbers are the mini cucumbers.
Someone says, Ken requests that Mitch answers his own question.
He actually has answers to both of those questions, which is why he asked them. Do you want to come over and answer the job question? Because you have that.
You don't get to answer anything until he eats one of these.
Yeah, no,
last couple
I
of
didn't eat the sauce, and it's probably like that prickly pear thing. It's unique.
I like it.
Why didn't you chug from the Das Boots on the bookshelf?
Because I can't chug from a Das Boot. Did you see me? I barely made this one
That's a
down.
lot of. What is a boot? Like 8 beers or 12?
Because it's my game.
Look at that. And those are trophies, not glasses.
I mean,
Well, thank you, Jill.
I might be drunk. I'm sorry. Does anybody else have any questions?
No.
All right.
Well, thank you for spending time with us, everybody. We appreciate you tuning in. And remember, donate to St. Baldrick's if you can.
Please.
Hit that like button, share it around. I'll match that up. We'll have a good time. And thanks again, Joel. Appreciate you making the trip down, Mitch. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for watching Hot Ones. We'll see you next time.